Welcome, dear customers. Well, I truly can say this time it's online time. But first of all, I hope that you are healthy. I'm pretty sure you're working, or that most people from you working from home, same as I did in the moment. Well, I just tested our latest upgrade for the HM200. This is the camera which you see here. And this new upgrade transfers your HM200 to the HM250. This is our actual model. And with the HM250, you get the right tool in your hands to go online for your business or for your any application which you need at the moment. Well, you can stream to the most popular platforms like YouTube, Ustream, Browser, and also Facebook Live. With the HM250, you get much more IP functionality, like file transfer or the remote control. Just a second ago, you have seen that I moved the screen just by a smartphone or by a tablet. So it's very easy to use. Furthermore, you can control, and it comes also with the HM250, this professional border overlay graphics. For example, up to here, your station logo, which you can design by yourself, or you get professional banners here, which you can change during the streaming or during the online. Furthermore, streaming and recording is fully independent. So you have really nice, useful tools which you simply control by a smartphone or by a tablet. Well, I like to show you an example of an application in a moment. You know that nobody can follow up their religion, so the churches are closed, etc. So yesterday I went down just with the priest and me, and we go to the house of worship. And let's have a look for the example by using the HM250 here.
Liebe Gemeinde in Sellenroth und Altenhain, ich begrüße euch ganz herzlich hier in unserer Sellenröder Kirche.
May you ask, what do you need to go to the World Wide Web, to the cloud? Well, you can go several ways with the camera to going into the internet. For example, to your local LAN with such a USB adapter, or with a VLAN adapter here you go to the Wi-Fi network. Or if you don't have a network around, you can use your LTE networks just with a USB dongle here directly connected to the camera. It's very easy to go in the World Wide Web with the HM250. We like to give you some more detail, and my colleagues also at home, and he is preparing for you in detail how you can use these tools and how you make your connection with the camera to the internet, to the cloud, and let's have a look to him.
Hi, I'm Semir Nouri, Product Manager at JVC Kenwood. In this tutorial, I would like to show you how easy it is to use our cameras to stream to platforms like YouTube.
In order for the camera to be able to stream to the intranet, it first needs to be connected to a network. I have connected a Wi-Fi dongle to the USB host connector of the camera, and now I will open the menu to set up this dongle. We go to the System Settings, and here we choose Network Settings. In the network settings, there is a connection setup wizard that we start, and as we can see, it already has detected my Wi-Fi dongle, so we go next and connect to an access point. The camera can search for access points, and if the dongle supports 5 GHz frequencies, it will also detect those access points. We choose this one, and now we have to enter a password for the network. After keying in the password, we now need to press the Set button to continue with the setup. We go to the next step, which is setup of the IP address. The camera supports both DHCP and manual IP address configuration. This time we will choose DHCP. Now the camera is connecting to the network. This can take up to a few minutes. The camera is now successfully connected to the Wi-Fi network, and as a final step it will allow me to set up a proxy. We don't need this for this demo, so I will just skip that point and go to Apply. This concludes the network setup, and the camera is now connected to the network and ready to send streams. When a network adapter is connected to the camera, a yellow network symbol appears in the upper right corner of the display. After configuring the network adapter, this indicator turns white to indicate that the adapter has been recognized and is working properly. To determine the IP address that was assigned to the camera via the DHCP protocol, we press the status button. This is located underneath the flip-out monitor. In this case, we can see that the camera got the IP address 192.168.0.115. We will need this address in the next step when we set up the YouTube account on the camera. A very comfortable way to input the stream key and URL from YouTube into the camera is by using a browser on a PC that has to be in the same network as the camera. First, we input the IP address of the camera that we read from the status display. And this will give us access to the web page of the camera. We have to input the password and the username. The username is JVC, the password is 0000 by default. And then we get access to the camera website. This has many different items. For instance, we can control the overlays that the camera can produce. We can input metadata. We can display a clip list and add some metadata to the clips. And we can even view the image from the camera via remote view. With this window, it's also possible to remote control the camera. For instance, I can change the zoom, or it's possible to adjust several items such as color balance, gain, and many others. The interesting part for this part of the tutorial, however, is the configuration icon. Here we can go to live streaming, and we will be shown 4 server placeholders. That means the camera can remember up to 4 servers to stream to. We will now use the first one and turn that into a YouTube upload configuration. In order to be able to tell that this is going to be our YouTube upload configuration, we can turn the server name into something else, like YouTube. YouTube uses the RTMP protocol, so we select that. And now we have to scroll down and input the URL and stream key. For that, it's very convenient to have a second tab on the browser with YouTube. We go to the YouTube configuration and we choose YouTube Studio. We end up here in the dashboard area, and now we need to go to videos. And in this area we go to the live section and we choose an live streaming instance that we have configured previously. Here we need to now access the streaming URL and stream key, so we go to Live Dashboard. Scroll down, and here we have the URL. Now we can very conveniently copy and paste this. So we copy it here, and then we go back to the camera and paste the URL into the URL window. And we do the same with the stream key. Okay, now that we have the streaming URL and the stream key all set up, we can now save this configuration into the camera. Now if we go back to the live streaming servers, you will see your YouTube configuration over here. And this concludes the setup for YouTube streaming. Now the only thing left to do is we have to go back to the camera and set up the streaming parameters like resolution, frame rate and bit rate. As a final step, we now need to set up the streaming resolution, frame rate and bit rate in the camera. Once again, we go to System Settings, Network Settings, and here we go to Live Streaming Set. First of all, we choose the YouTube configuration, and now we can change the resolution to, for instance, 720p. Frame rate can be 25 or 50p, or if I switch the camera to NTSC mode, of course 60 and 30p. We leave it at 25p for now. For that resolution and frame rate, 3 megabit is a good compromise. And this basically finalizes the setup of the live streaming. For convenience, it's a good idea to assign the live streaming function to a user key. In this case, we will use the Lolux key, user key number 3. We do that by going into the menu, to camera function, and then user switch set. We choose user key number 3, and we now look for the live streaming function. There it is. Assign that, leave the menu, and now by pressing the Lolux/user3 key, we can start the live stream very conveniently. Now by pressing the user3 key, I can start the stream and stream straight to YouTube. The live indicator in the upper part of the display shows me that the live stream is active and working.
Bevor die Übertragung endet, möchte ich Ihnen noch alles Gute wünschen. Bleiben Sie behütet und Gott befohlen.
You saw how easy it is to use our GY HM250 to stream to YouTube. Most of our other cameras can also be used in the same way. Should you have any questions, please contact me using the contact information below. Thank you.
I guess you have more questions to the GY HM250 or any other IP camera which we have in our portfolio, for example the dome camera or the shoulder cameras. Therefore, here you can see our contact data on our website address. I hope that you will be healthy, take care of yourself and have a good time and a nice day, and say bye-bye.